tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action now, Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film section. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. And bring it. 25, check 25, check.
1st carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
On the tackle.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
47-yard line.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
By the Buccaneers.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Pass.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. LeBlanc escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun, LeBlanc. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
So that first-quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
He is good.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. LeBlanc into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Panther from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Prescott. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a first down carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think of it,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. T.J. Watt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. LeBlanc. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with McCaffrey, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
The 41-yard line.
McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. to throw again. LeBlanc. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Prescott off play action. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Fournette running out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Buccaneers.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
Prescott's pass.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd. And 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, LeBlanc. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. He's got Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Ooh, Lord have
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bucs, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.